You did fart in the bathroom, though.
I didn't.
You did.
No. I literally told you I was going to take a shower, and then I came out.
That shit was kicking, bro.
All right, so why did I notice it when I went in the bathroom?
Just kicking dick.
Why did I notice it when I went in the bathroom?
You're not trying to say it's me because I own up to my shit.
Pause. No, you don't, because this morning when I was leaving for work,
That was
you
a joke.
farted.
No,
when
I do
walked out
that
the
on
door.
purpose when she's around. I'm like, I throw a fart and then I'm like, Alexandria, come on.
It wasn't me.
You did.
I literally told you first thing when I went in the bathroom. I said,
Your
Loki,
rancid Armenian
how was your shit?
farts.
Yeah.
Did you have some grape leaves
Yeah.
last night and didn't tell me?
Good joke. You don't even like grape leaves.
I don't. That's why I'm saying it was rancid.
No.
It actually smelled like a dead ass in the bathroom.
The deadest of asses?
Why did you? What was the thing that you told me right before we started this podcast that you actually seen a dead ass before?
Yeah, I've actually seen a dead ass.
How?
Because I'm a CNA, and then when they, when another one bites the dust, you have to do like post-mortem care on them.
Post-mortem care.
Mm-hmm. So like after they're dead, you have to like wash them up before they.
Do you have to wipe their dead asses before they?
Yeah, the deadest of asses.
Wow, you are the kindest soul I've ever met.
Am I?
You are. This is why I do this and you do that because I couldn't do that. I would like sob every time.
I don't like to.
Do you cry?
So the first time I did it with like my first patient that I ever worked with, and like he was my first post-mortem care, and the people that I like washed him up with like were joking around, and they were like, "What if he wakes up and like?" It's like, "Here, just take a shot." They were like just making jokes, like, "What if he wakes up and starts singing?" Like, and I like picture that shit. So yeah, so they kind of made it a joke. So I kind of look at it like just remembering their life, but I try not to think that they're dead.
What if one wakes up like, you smell my dead ass?
Honestly, I've thought about it before.
You've thought of somebody
Like, what
coming
if they
back to
wake up?
life?
Yeah, what if they wake up? Have you ever been to like a wake and you're just like staring at them and you're just like, they're gonna wake up?
No, I look at them and I'm like, they're dead as fuck.
No, I like always think they're gonna wake up.
Why?
It's not real to me.
You live in a land of fantasy. Is this the girl that I decided to be with?
I don't.
You live in a land of
no,
fantasy.
I don't. Like, once the casket's closed, I'm good. Why are we talking about this?
Because I like talking about death sometimes.
James.
You're going to call me James on the podcast where I go by Jimmy.
Do I call you James or Jimmy?
Nah, you can call me whatever you want.
I'm just not going to call you anything at all.
No, call me whatever you want.
This is like the beginning of the
You
relationship.
can call me
where
your
I didn't know what
sex
to call you.
slave. And I will answer to you.
Remember when I didn't know what to call you?
Yeah, you were like legit. Like
So
how you are right now. Like this is just a podcast. Why are your legs shaking?
Yo!
So you seriously at every single wake look at people and you're like, you're about to wake up. Yeah. Every wake you've been
Until
to.
it's like the funeral part where like...
Wow, I wish I actually had your thought process because my shit's pretty boring. I look at people and I'm like, this nigga is dead. That's it. I'm too busy focused on like, where are they now? How do you not think of that? Instead, you're like,
that comes after.
yeah, but okay. So first, you're like, oh, they're coming back.
I was like 11 when I went to my first wake, so just like looking at that, I was just like, I always thought like maybe this is just like the trial. Because have you ever heard that story like someone's woken up like after they've died or whatever? Is that true?
Someone's woken up after they died?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You've seen movies about it too, and like I've heard a story that someone's like woken up after they've like passed like a day or so. I don't look it up. I don't know if it's real.
I'm looking it up right now.
I don't know.
You better this better be real.
If it's not real, then my life is a lie.
People wake people wake up after they die. So you better not let me down right now. Woman wakes up in morgue after being declared dead in 2018. This is probably the one article you read that you were like, oh my God. And then you probably read one article and then you were like, fuck. And then now every time you do that fucking, the dead ass thing. I'm going to just call it the dead ass thing because I can't remember the name of it.
Jeez. Jimmy's Diner. Sorry.
I'm gonna fucking kill you before
I'm
this
literally
podcast
not
is
calling you
over.
Jimmy.
Stop.
I'm not.
All right. This episode of Jimmy's Diner is brought to you by Soulita Soap.
My name is Jimmy.
Where's the crack?
My name is Jimmy. What the fuck? What the fuck?
How mad are you that I don't have a napkin under my drink right now? How mad?
I'm
You
not
could be
that
honest.
Mad. I'm not that mad.
You're like a fucking sexy ass like cultural mom. Without my seeds in you yet. You are a mom, technically, but like not with a seed that we created together, but you're a mom. And even before you established yourself as mom, I thought you were a fucking sexy ass cultural mom.
Cultural mom.
Yes. And then I moved in and then I fucking that shit like went even harder. Ladies and gentlemen, the sexy raspy voice you're hearing, not mine. Mine is a sexy deep voice. The sexy raspy voice that you're hearing is my girl, Zovig. You could say the last name with the accent because I can't. I'll kill it.
You want it with the accent?
Yeah, say the whole thing with the accent.
Zovig Varjavedian. I gotta.
Yep.
Wow. Yep. It's raspy, but it's also like pretty deep. Like,
It
I
is.
sound kind of manly.
You do.
I feel like we're just like a manly couple.
We are. We're very hairy. I'm a man though, so that makes sense for me. I don't know about
I'm
you.
also very hairy.
Yeah, we know.
You fell for me for my burns,
I did.
which you refused to shave, but it's fine.
Why do you want me to shave your burns?
Cause you're a barber, man.
It doesn't matter, bro. That's
but
part
you're
of
always
that's
with the,
part
like,
of you.
Yeah, but I've
Can I
always
ask you a
wanted.
question? I'm kicking this shit off like fast. Do you ever? I don't think I've ever asked you this. Do you ever shave your peach fuzz on your nipples? Because I feel like every now and then I discover, since like being with you, I discover that you shave different parts of your body.
No,
Like I discovered you doing your mustache, and then I discovered you
yeah.
doing your chops.
jobs.
Yeah, and then I discovered you doing your chin, your goatee.
I've literally never done. You're literally making me seem like I'm so manly.
Nah, but you've done it though. You've definitely done your chops. Like you have chops. You look like Wolverine. And you've done it.
I look like Elvis Presley.
No, but you have the sideburns. But I'm saying that if you let them go, you look like Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. You like
They're
that?
sexy though.
Your hair looks sexy. Push back.
Mine?
Quick, which movie?
Fuck. I don't know.
Come on, man.
You always do this to me, especially
Your
when
skin
I'm
smells
lit.
like peppermint.
Is this Elf? I don't know.
Bro, it's freaking Mean Girls, man.
I think you're lying because I know that movie front to back.
Okay. Your hair looks sexy. Push back. You don't know that scene?
I don't remember that
Tell him
scene.
his hair
It's
looks
not the
sexy.
most. It's not
Tell
the
him his
most
hair
notable.
looks sexy. Push back.
It's not the most notable scene.
Yes, it is. And then she goes, your hair looks
I
sexy.
fucking laugh at the dumbest shit. You know me by now. The funniest scene
Yeah,
to
like
me in
Harry
that
Potter.
movie. Yeah. The funniest scene to me in that movie is fuck. When Kevin G goes off.
Kevin G.
Yes.
My guy.
No, when he fucking asks homegirl, you Puerto Rican?
He's like swimming in his jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Puerto Rican.
He just fucking smooth dancing and then he asks, you Puerto Rican? All right, let's kick this shit off. What do I have here? So can you explain to the people, because I've been speaking about it, you are, before we get into like the deep, very sexy stuff, let's get into the deep stuff. I've been talking about what's going on in Armenia for the past couple of weeks, and unfortunately we had a bit of breaking news today, and I think who better than to break down what happened than you.
Okay. pretty tough subject. So, if you guys have been listening to the podcast, you know that there's been a war going on in Armenia, Artsakh to be specific. And so the war was declared ended as of yesterday after over a month. And basically, the prime minister signed over with Russia and Azerbaijan this like peace treaty and basically giving up. So just said like end the war, we're giving you this land. And so there's like a lot of information coming from a lot of different social medias, a lot of different platforms. So there's just, it's a lot of information coming at you and it's kind of confusing. So what I understand best is that we're literally giving our lands to them, giving it, and they're just taking over. And it's just hard because all the land that like we've had all these years after the genocide and that our soldiers were fighting for this whole time was just like easily handed over. I feel like there's like underlying factors as to why it was given over so easily. Like, and it's also confusing as to like why Russia's involved now.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my sister today actually, and she said, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So basically, Russia is Azerbaijan's friend. Like they're keeping the peace between us now. And there's like access.
Russia's also a friend of Armenia's though.
Yes.
But
still they've signed this peace treaty with Azerbaijan, basically giving them routes around our land, which is now their land, into how to get around all these borders and everything, like with like routes that like were never even known to like Azerbaijan. So now they have access to all these routes, but basically keep your friends close and enemies closer in terms of Russia and Azerbaijan are friends. But I feel like Russia's going to take this land, have this peace treaty, and like be in control of this, but turn on Azerbaijan. That's just my take on it. I don't know where Russia got involved with this, but it's just, it's hard. It's a hard time for all Armenians right now. We're literally living through another genocide. You actually posted a picture today on your social media. That was disturbing
to me, so I could only imagine you and
so
Armenians listening.
If no one saw, James posted a picture and it was like 1915, 2020, and it was like Armenians marching through the desert in 1915, and now Armenians like literally driving in caravans out of Artsakh. And that was kind of just hard to see because like all my life I've literally done PowerPoints, just gone to protests, just seen so many films and everything, and my Nana, like seeing all those pictures and hearing all the stories of survivors and just like seeing that picture of them in the desert, and now just like watching it happen today.
And I mean, no offense when I ask you this, and I think I was trying to ask you yesterday when you first started hearing this, in putting yourself in a leader's shoes, in the leader of Armenia's shoes, like, can you understand or try to understand that I understand how frustrating it is, and I'm trying so hard not to sound ignorant, but can you try to wrap your head around the fact that he probably didn't want to lose any more Armenians, because there were unfortunately a lot of Armenians lost to casualties of war every single time there is a war, and unfortunately the in my opinion, there's people out there whose opinions are all over the place, and they're, between death threats, celebrities and shit like that, they'll support Armenia and then they'll turn around and not support Armenia because of death threats and shit like that. Because of the aggressor's side, if you will, there's so many deaths on the side of Armenians, and it's like, my mind couldn't help but go to a place where, putting myself in your leader's shoes, like maybe he just didn't want to lose more people.
So he definitely said that, like he in a way to end all these bodies being lost, like they gave our land instead of them taking our land. So I understand that, like, we've lost a lot of lives.
But also, like, on the other end, I'm thinking about, I thought about it myself, and I thought about both sides, as I usually do with everything, and I'm like, I think of it from that end, but then I also think of it as like, now also those lives were lost for nothing, obviously.
Yeah,
Because
that's how a lot of
that's
us
what
are
it boils
feeling.
down to.
That's how a lot of us are feeling. Like, we've been fighting and like screaming on social media on this end, doing everything we can do, donating and everything else. Whatever we can do here, we've been trying. And it just seems like, in them fighting and them going to war and all these lives being lost, like women being soldiers instead of just men, like all these lives being lost, like it just seems like it's for nothing. However, I feel like there is a reason why, like I said, there's a reason why Russia's involved. There's a reason why he signed over so easily. Like, it's not easy. He even said it wasn't easy for him to sign it over. I believe him in that sense. But also, I feel like now, I don't know, there's just a lot of other things going on rather than just the war ending. Like, now it's causing a lot of trouble about people who are like following the prime minister and like, oh, I told you so, he's like this. And like, I feel like there should be no divide. It's still, we're still fighting.
There's a divide developing in Armenia.
Yeah, like people are just talking about like, oh, this is how he is, or this, that, the other, like it's more than just the war ending. And, like a lot of people are losing hope, but like, I feel like history repeats itself, yeah, but like Armenians have been fighting for all these years. We've still been fighting for recognition from 1915. So like, we're not going to stop. Like, we're still here.
I mean, I hope Armenians do stick together on this, because it's sad to hear that. That's the first time I've heard of that. You told me for the first time now on the podcast. Like, there's enough divide going around the world here. There shouldn't be a divide over there with what just happened. Definitely stick together.
Even the soldiers are. So there's like a video someone found, and even the soldiers over there are kind of mad too. Like, what are we doing behind our keyboards? Like, why didn't we go over there and help them fight? Because our numbers compared to Azerbaijan, like, they're so little. That's why we lost so many lives. Like, their numbers are so high compared to ours. So it's just like, even hearing that from a soldier's end, like, I feel like, yeah, we've been donating and whatever else, but like, I could have gone over there realistically. You know what I mean? Just things like that make you think. It's a heavy subject, man.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking, I don't know. I don't know how I naturally saved this for the podcast, but I thought about it the other day at work. Thinking about, I'm jumping. You know how the podcast is. I don't gotta tell you. Thinking about like how it's a known thing, like not just with you and our situation, but hearing about it from other Armenians, that Armenian parents want Armenians to stick together. And I thought about it the other day at the barbershop, and it's like, I can't blame Armenians for that mindset because of what has happened and what just happened, to want to continue to multiply.
Yeah.
In our situation, I think it's beautiful to possibly get together and make, more mixed children in this world. But I understand it from that aspect. Like, I started thinking about that. I just, me, I'm constantly in my head, and that's why I podcast. I'm always thinking, fucking going down rabbit holes of shit. And when you see cultures like that, aside from like racism and other toxic shit, but when you see cultures like that want to multiply, like, you can't blame them because of shit that they've been through, like genocides and stuff, and like Jewish people, they do the same thing. So
it's just to keep thriving, keep the culture going. And I feel like the mentality of like parents before us, rather than this generation's mentality, it's more just, we want it, and there's ways to still have that without it just being like strictly both of you being Armenian, you know what I mean? Or both of you being the same culture.
Yeah, because on the other side of it too, obviously, like, especially in our situation, if we ever got there, like, it'd also be a beautiful thing to have somebody like I had somebody in the shop. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. He was kind of fucked up in other ways, but he came in the shop and he said that he was Armenian and Puerto Rican, and I was like, oh shit, like, okay, so two people decided I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Armenian, or whatever the case may be, and they decided to like create a mixed kid, an Armenian and Puerto Rican, so that now he can speak on what happened to both ancestors in that sense. So every culture goes through. Every culture has history of going through shit, and what just happened, as I've said in the last couple of weeks, just because somebody said that, just because their leader said that it's over and he signed this peace deal, which I can understand where it was coming from, but at the same time, I'm like, there's a lot of people who died for nothing. So with that said, there's definitely still places to donate. There's definitely a lot of reasons to donate. These families of these fallen soldiers definitely need all the help they can get with so many things. You name it. I mean, it's not rocket science. So do the research. Armenia Fund is one that I worked with for the long sleeve shirts, which thank you guys. We're pretty much sold out. I probably have like a couple XLs left, and locally, I mean, my boy Gato, he does these bracelets. But if you don't have to buy shit, bro, just go on the site and do your research and find different ways to donate, because now just because it's quote unquote over, it really isn't. There's still a lot of people who need help.
Definitely.
So
thanks for supporting, man.
Obviously, man. You fucking
also,
corny.
do you think like it's gonna pick up on Loki? Just like,
I just fucking can't stand him. Honestly, I kind of want to get rid of him. Is that okay?
no,
Why?
because Alexandria's gonna have a fit.
Just Alexandria?
I mean, he's kind of cute when he cuddles. He's cute when he cuddles.
You're kind of cute when you cuddle, but you don't like fucking.
Only when I cuddle. Okay, sick.
No, you're cute in other places,
Thank you.
in other positions, and what? So, was your mind too preoccupied with, too occupied with, understandably so, if it was your mind too occupied with what was happening in Armenia to also have space for the election last week?
I feel like I've just been all over the place lately, honestly. But the election last week, we made a bet.
Yeah.
I lost. The bet was someone chugs either a beer or a cider.
And we don't like ride for anybody. Like, she wasn't riding for Trump. I voted for Biden. I wouldn't say I ride for Biden. Although there are things about Biden, about like what they say that I like, it's still yet to be seen. But
the only reason why I said Trump was going to win was because I thought it was going to be rigged again. So I honestly don't know. I feel like it could have gone either way, honestly. The way the numbers were just, every day everyone was stressed. I'd walk into work. Even the dementia patients were like, what's going on? I was like, how do you know what's happening? But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's great.
So I picked Biden because like there's just so many people fucking. I feel like there's so much more people paranoid about COVID, and like Trump just hasn't handled it very well.
Mm-hmm. I feel that too, but didn't you say that someone else was like getting involved?
What do you
like
mean?
they did the last time? That's why their numbers were going up or something. His numbers. Maybe I'm wrong.
Whose numbers?
Trump's numbers.
No, So what I read was that Russia and Iran were like trying to hack the election, which
Russia, man. What I mean? See what I mean?
You're too close. You're fucking making it like peak right now.
How manly was that for everybody?
This girl fucking hates like Drew Barrymore and Scarlett Johansson because of their voices and shit, and like she has the same voice technically.
I really don't. Drew Barrymore's voice is so bad. It's so bad.
Sound like Drew Barrymore.
No, I don't.
You do.
I don't. I
Nah,
don't have
she
a
sounds
list.
like extra white, and she has a lisp, but you have like the raspy, like manly, sexy. All right. So where were we? Oh, how much of a mess was I last week?
Over
I didn't do the
election?
podcast last
Yeah,
week.
you
I
didn't
did
do
it
the
before.
podcast.
I did it the week before. I was a little busy last week. Most of it was because of the election, but I did a podcast with my uncle, Noel Cruz. Check it out. It's called So Have You Seen? I did a Spider-Man episode with him. He reviews comics, movies. Lately, he's been doing a superhero showcase, and last week was Spider-Man. He picked your boy because I love Spider-Man, and we broke it down, and we had like a 2-parter, and it was amazing. I also did, which is dropping this week, Hip Hop's Unfiltered with my boy Adam from Two Roads. He was on the podcast. I got busy last week, so I didn't completely jack off, but it was also the election. The election stressed me the fuck out. And if I left you guys high and dry, I apologize, but I'm here now. It's still pretty stressful. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I kind of feel like there's going to be a civil war.
Armenia just went through like a civil war, so honestly, I'm ready for anything.
Yeah, but a civil war, like, not amongst Armenians, though. I mean, a civil war, like, Americans against Americans.
Yeah. I really don't know how the country's going to be after Biden's president. I feel like maybe Kamala might take over a little bit. She might
Biden's like definitely gonna die.
Steer the head.
I'm not wishing it on him. There's so many people like, oh, don't wish.
Guy's gonna croak. That's why I didn't bet on him when you brought up the bet.
Why?
Because I feel like the guy's gonna croak, man. So like everybody was looking at that.
Yeah, but this is another thing too that I was like, you need to realize that I was thinking about. Like, so many people did not want. Fucking motherfucker. This fucking cat's gonna go. I'm throwing him out the window.
Loki, look. It's mad cute.
That's how my daughter fucking calls.
It's mad cute. She goes.
So she comes home one day, he's not gonna be here. He's not. He fucking sucks dick.
It's fine. I get home before you, so.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I'll keep you. I don't know, man. I see too many fucking Republicans and Democrats and shit. The Republicans just bugging out, fucking still just demanding that they recount the votes. And I feel like once they do this whole recount thing or whatever they do, it's just not going to be pretty. I had a fucking nightmare the other night that I woke up. First of all, what the fuck happened last night? You said I woke up and it started talking about the Undertaker.
Bro, you literally woke up. You said some shit about the Undertaker. Either had like sparkles or glitter or something. I don't know. You said, I didn't like it. I was like, okay, James. Okay. And then you went back to bed.
You said, okay, James?
Yeah, I literally was like, okay. Because at first.
Wait, so did I wake up?
No, I was up. And then something
happened.
happened.
What time was it?
Probably like, I don't know, like 3, 4 in the morning.
Okay, you were up. Why?
I woke up for a sec. Because Loki's ass is constantly in my face.
Yeah, but you don't want to get rid of him, though.
No.
Okay.
He's so cute.
I'm cute, though.
Yeah, so we'll keep you too. I'm kidding. No, but Loki's ass was in my face, so I was like repositioning myself, whatever. I woke up. You said something, you were like, babe, the Undertaker, something sparkles, and I didn't like it. And I was like, wait, what did you just say? You're like, had sparkles and I didn't like it. And I was like, all right, sounds good. And I went back to bed. I don't know. I could not wait to tell you this morning.
Crackhead hours.
Woo!
3 o'clock?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Crackhead hours, dude. This is just fucking a list of crackhead shit that happens in this house. At least my shit happens in my sleep.
Where does mine happen?
I said on a podcast that we're the only ones who aren't crackheads in this house. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, that was
like
a good
2
podcast.
podcasts ago. It was a good podcast, wasn't it? You're a good podcast. I had a fucking nightmare the other night that I told you about in the morning. What was it?
Doing something, we got lost. We like separated, like War of the
people were
Worlds or
fucking
something.
blocking off the highway. We were in a car. We were in a car on 95, passing the Cranston
Why do you remember
exit.
the highway?
No, because I remember this fucking dream was terrible.
I'm not
We were
laughing.
in a car. We were driving on 95, passing the Cranston exit, heading towards Providence, and like we couldn't get past the Cranston exit because there was a bunch of like Republicans blocking off the fucking the highway, and there was like fires everywhere. Like the whole fucking highway was on fire, and it was getting so smoky that it appeared to be dark. It's not funny.
Did you have like chocolate before bed? Like what
I
happened?
don't know. We have a bunch of shit before bed if you really think about it.
Yeah, but like, did you have a nightmare?
I don't
last
know.
night?
Listen.
Sorry.
I don't know. I don't remember my dream from last
know,
night. I don't know why I was
fire,
thinking of Undertaker. I'm not gay,
Undertaker,
if that's what you're
Sparkle.
wondering. Like, I don't fucking have dreams about men.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This dude fucking
our next
sucks.
guest.
I'm gonna fucking light him on fire. I could call him Michael Jackson. So,
Woo!
you okay? You just had to let that out.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right.
I was
Are you
waiting for
done?
you to do the pop smoke. Like,
No, not yet, babe. You're forcing it now.
okay.
Your first time podcasting, you think
Yeah, I
you
know,
could just
I'm
support? You could just fucking take control of the soundboard over here.
Duh.
So listen,
Should I be?
the whole fucking highway was on fire. I step out the car with Alexandria. I have Zovig's hand behind me. We're like trying to get through the crowds, and I lose Zovig, and I wake up, and I'm just like mortified.
That's definitely like a War of the Worlds moment.
It definitely the setting looked like War of the Worlds.
I believe it. Am I Dakota Fanning? Not Alexandria's. So
Alexandria,
I'm the brother.
I don't know, bro. The brother was a fucking Red Sox fan, though. He's a dick.
Oh yeah, and then they were wearing the two opposite hats in the beginning.
Yeah, and they were playing catch, and he fucking...
That was one of the
It was
first
just-
movies we like bonded over that like no one ever knows about. All right, I didn't say that.
You watched that movie?
Yeah, I loved that movie
For
when
me,
I was
right?
younger.
That movie was amazing. Didn't we?
But if you watch it now, it's hilarious.
Oh, it was always hilarious.
It's
to
like
me.
trash.
Tom Cruise is... That's like fucking...
It's trash.
That's grade A Tom Cruise crackhead shit.
Honestly, it's a trash movie, but it's so funny if you watch it now.
When he's making the peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
He
You
gets
want
so
jelly on your
mad.
sandwich?
Nobody wants a sandwich. He gets
All right.
so mad.
One for you, one for Bobby. No, he goes, yeah, one for you, one for Robbie, two for me, one for the house. And then he fucking gets so heated and just
So mad.
launches the sandwiches at the window and they stick because it's
Stick.
peanut butter.
Yep,
He's a fucking crackhead in that movie. I can't.
that's a good one.
Why is it 70 degrees in November?
Someone told me it was gonna be 90 today. I was like, "There's no way."
Dude, I would kill myself. That's dramatic and that's probably not in good taste. But I would kill myself if it was 90 in November. Because at that
Yeah,
point,
but it was snowing in freaking October, bro.
it doesn't matter. It shouldn't
This
fucking
is how
do
people
either
get sick.
or.
This is how people get sick and think they have fucking COVID, bro.
It shouldn't do either or. It shouldn't
No, it
snow in
shouldn't.
October. It shouldn't be 70 in November. That's fucking terrible. And it's not like it's 70 for one day. It was like a couple days, and now I'm fucking wearing shorts in my house, and I'm still hot.
Do we bring the AC back out?
No. Because then I'll really lose my mind. Do you believe in climate change?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you were like, I was telling you about it when we first started talking, because that's how I am. And you were like,
I feel like I've had like a more detailed insight, however. I just feel like, I don't know. This year's been crazy, man. I feel like a lot of between last year and this year of climate, of like last year October versus this year October, last year November versus this year November.
yeah, and have you not noticed that
There's-
every single summer they keep saying it's the hottest year on record?
Every summer, but this year wasn't that hot.
It was, yeah, there was
Not
a
as
little,
hot as
there
the
was a bit
years.
of a break.
So that just means the winter is gonna be colder.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like there's people pulling the strings because like this year it wasn't that hot. Like maybe the world took it easy on us and they were like, you're already going through COVID, so we're not gonna be that hot this year.
No. They said, fuck you, you're going through COVID. Here's snow in October and sunshine in November.
70 fucking degrees. Bro, you know COVID is a real thing. I was walking up the stairs fucking yesterday,
Our stairs?
our stairs, and the neighbor from downstairs, how old is she, babe?
Dude, she's like 70 and she's still
She's
kicking
like
it.
70 something years old.
76, actually. Her birthday is
76.
76 or 74. I don't know. 70 something is in my
Wow.
head.
This lady is 76 years old. She's an old ass fucking Dominican lady.
Active, bro.
She's this old ass 76-year-old Dominican lady. When I talk to like Dominican, old school Dominican mothers in my family, my mom, my grandmother, my great grandmother, I talk to them about climate change. They're like, "What the fuck is that?" I believe in God. They give you the generic like the world ends when God kills you answer. Like I feel like that's a huge Dominican motherly Catholic thing to say. They don't believe in that shit. It's just a religious thing. Just like Republicans, they're like Christians. They don't believe in that shit. Whatever. Bro, I'll say it. I said it before and I'll say it again. You can fucking believe in God and science at the same time. It's logic. God created the earth. God created fucking people. God gifted people with the smarts to be scientists and see shit happen with the world when we pollute it. I'm sure God didn't. I don't know if God saw it in the future when he was creating the earth and he was like, "Oh shit, these people are gonna pollute it." I don't fucking know. But we did this to the earth. This fucking 70-degree shit, bro. I've never seen this shit in my life. And what I was getting to is that this lady literally is 76, and I was coming up the stairs and she was like, "Bro, she didn't say bro, she was talking to me in Spanish."
Imagine
she was like, bro, I've never seen this shit before in my life. And I was like, that makes me even more scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
That this lady is like, yo, I went out and that was the first thing I thought of. I don't know. It's so weird to me that you motherfuckers can go out in November and 70 degrees and be like, "Let's go play tennis." Like, bro, I fucking go outside and I'm like, I have anxiety right now. I have anxiety. I don't go outside in 70-degree weather and be like, "Oh, let's go play tennis or fucking shoot some hoops or whatever." I'm literally looking around and I'm like, this is not okay.
So at work, when my patients ask me like, "Oh, what's the weather like outside?" I feel bad. Like, I don't tell them. Like, I'm like, I don't know. It was dark when I came in. Literally, it's so dark when I go into work. But like, I don't want to tell them what it's like outside because they're quarantined, man. They have to stay in the room. I can't even open a window to get some nice breeze in there. Like, it's hot. With my N95, it's hot.
Fuck that
I'm
N95.
a professional ass wiper, by the way. So if you hear me talk about my patients.
Yeah, you're the choker girl if they haven't figured it out. Remember Choker Girl? If you're a long time listener, the girl who wore the choker who was a CNA, that's her.
Da, 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 da. Yeah. That's how I remember you were going to put me on your podcast.
Literally, what was wrong with you?
I
feel like I called it out and you stopped. And I kind of feel like a
That's
dickhead.
not
but
true.
also I helped you at the same time.
It's not true, mate.
I called it out and you stopped.
But I took it off for
Let's be honest right now.
Listen, you
Be
made me
honest.
take it off for that podcast that you wore it for, and you were like, "Guys, I'm just wearing a choker. I'm testing it out." And I was like, "It's my choker." And then when I wore
You knew
it
I was
back,
going to roast you. You knew what I was going to do.
100%. 100%.
So, what was wrong with you? Wearing a choker?
I
don't have a problem with chokers.
I
I'm not
liked
that
the
guy.
way it
I'm not
looked.
like, "Oh, what are you wearing?" Like,
I liked the way it looked.
off. Like,
I
I'm
liked
not
the way
that.
it looked. Number one. Number
I
two.
just found it hilarious that you wore a choker to a nursing home.
Number two, here's the point.
And these old
Ready?
niggas are probably like, "Oh, look, a boner for the first time in 72 years."
First.
The fucking Voldemort laugh.
Yo.
Yo, so we. Yo, the Voldemort laugh when he's like, Harry Potter's dead. We realize that I sound like that sometimes when I laugh. The fucking stupid ass Voldemort laugh. What? Why are you shaking your head?
I forgot what I was going to say about my patients.
You stop bitch slapping the plant.
No, I realized it was like really in there.
Oh, it was really in there, huh?
No, listen, wait. I wore my choker. This is where I was going with this.
Okay.
I wore my choker for so long. Whenever I take it off, like, it just stretches out a little bit, man. You fucking wore it, so it definitely stretched out because your neck is you got a bigger man neck than I do.
Wow, pause.
You have a bigger man neck than I do.
Okay.
So regardless, taking off the choker off my fucking big head is gonna stretch it out anyway. So I never took it off. And then people would legit look at me
So
and
you
think I had a
showered with
tattoo.
it?
Yeah, people would think I had a
Nice.
tattoo on. I shower with all my jewelry. I get yelled at by like literally everybody. Why don't you take off your jewelry at night in the
Well,
shower?
I don't take
whatever?
off my jewelry in the shower, but like a choker is not.
You
jewelry.
took off your bracelet.
Well, because it's like tearing apart and shit. I gotta get a new one.
It is. Honestly, I got beat up yesterday at work and I thought they were gonna break. She even literally, my combative patient, she was like, look at her.
Combative?
Yeah, she's combative. She beat the shit out of me. She
Get the fuck out of here.
She goes, look at her and her jewels. Her jewels, look at them. She starts swiping at me, bro.
Like passive aggressively look
Yeah,
at her.
bro. She's bad. She calls everybody
Dude,
a dirty, rotten pig.
You know what's
like,
worse
so
than
bad.
you know what's worse than an old person who doesn't give a fuck? An old person who has mental disabilities.
It's so bad.
They don't
her
give
family was
extra
gonna take her
fucks.
home and then saw how combative she is, and they were like, nah.
Because I told you when we first met that I worked like I
Yeah, you worked
I
at a
had
group home.
I had just
That was your first story.
yeah I had like just worked for a company doing the same shit as you without the
Yeah,
license.
and you advocated for your patient.
Yes, I did.
I remember that, and I was like, this kid cares about other people.
I won't speak on it because it was HIPAA, but it was long story short, I fucking definitely advocated for this this patient or client, if you will, and lost my job over it because they wanted to keep that shit under wraps and I wasn't having it. So
Honestly.
what do I have in here? So we can get off fucking the weather because I'm just gonna have
I don't know. I don't even know what December's gonna bring. What Biden's gonna bring. Any of it. Any of it, man.
I feel like I just want to. The closer we get to the end of the year, which now we're in November, and like literally we only have December, and that's it. I feel like 2020 is gonna have a sequel called 2021, and 2021 is also gonna be trash.
Have a sequel called 2021.
Nah, for real though, because like we're entering December, and I feel like it's not getting any better.
Imagine another year with no holidays.
Imagine another year where literally, if it's like 2020, I don't know. I
don't want to do this anymore. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
I don't want to be the reason why. We should do karaoke night.
Nope.
Oh, no? But you wanted me to do karaoke on my birthday.
Yeah, it was your birthday.
But you don't want to do it, though.
Yeah, but you've been trying to get me to do karaoke ever since we started talking.
Yeah.
But that's not happening.
Because I thought you were dead sexy. And a karaoke night would have added to that, even with the manly voice.
I literally would have sang an Elvis
You know
Presley
what
song.
dead sexy just reminded me of? I'm dead sexy.
That bastard from Austin Powers. I'm on my baby back, baby back, baby back. Ribs. All right, Voldy over there, Voldemort.
Yo.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my! I'm adding that to the fucking soundboard now. The Voldemort.
No,
laugh.
you're not.
I am. I'm gonna
You're
look
not.
it up now.
Oh, Loki got really tired.
Good. He should fucking knock the fuck out.
He follows us though.
Voldemort laughing like a retard for 10 hours straight. I love YouTube. She hates that word.
Play it right now.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't watched Harry Potter.
Harry Potter is dead.
All I hear is Bellatrix.
Yo, I'm fucking dead, dude. That is hilarious. It's crazy. That's hilarious. This one comment says, "I like the part where he laughs." I love you
That
too.
TikTok was great.
I'm loving
But the
this
funny
Harry
thing
Potter
is,
thing.
anytime you try to do the Voldemort laugh, I feel like your regular laugh comes right after.
And it sounds like the Voldemort laugh, the actual one.
Every time.
What? How many laughs do I have, babe?
I don't know how many laughs.
Yo, I love it.
How many
It's
laughs
even
do I
funnier.
have?
It's even funnier when you do the snort because you have like an instrument for it. You have a fucking schnoz. It's okay. We can fucking roast each other's shit. You just roasted my Voldy laugh. My Voldy locks.
That's great. My Armenian
My
schnoz.
Voldy locks. I'm gonna have Voldy locks when I'm bald. I'm going bald.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. I'm not. You're supposed to tell me that because I'm your man.
Dude, you have mad curls. What are you talking about?
I love you.
Love you too.
You do have a schnoz though. You have an
I do.
instrument. You have an instrument for the
I'm
it's great.
definitely gonna get post nasal drip after when like I'm old, like when I'm 70 or 80, I'm gonna have post nasal drip because of all the COVID tests I've had.
What do you mean? What do you mean like permanent?
Like you know,
Post-nasal drip?
like have you ever seen anybody's like nose just like constantly drip?
No, that's disgusting and that's
All right,
awful.
so clearly your clients were better than my patients.
No, they used to beat the shit out of me too. One actually bit fucking skin off like one of my coworkers.
All right, but you've literally never seen someone have a runny nose in general?
I've seen people have runny noses in my life, yes.
And then like it's hard for them to catch it, but they leave the fucking drip
Yeah,
there?
but not permanent. You're talking about permanent post nasal drip?
Yeah, it's gonna constantly come out all the time, every time I wipe it. Because I've had 25 COVID tests since this all started.
I feel like you're exaggerating.
25. Ready?
All right.
My number or my postnasal drip diagnosis?
No, how many fucking COVID tests have you
I'll
had?
tell you right now.
You have it in your notes. That shit's hilarious.
Is it? Because every time I take one, I bust this out, and my
They give you free shit at this point, though. Every time
bro,
they
they
give,
give me a pin that says St. Elizabeth Community. Oh, should I not have said my
Oh
job?
yeah, I'm not editing this. So
Yikes! Come find me. Actually, they won't let anyone come in and visit us, so it's fine. It's totally fine. My first test was May 1st, where I did it myself. My last test was November 4th, and that was my 25th one. My 26th one is tomorrow because it's Wednesday. Love it. How are you going to feel? I'm going to make you have mad tissues on deck when we're older.
that's
Because
fine.
I'm literally going to be dripping.
I'm gonna have mad tissues when we're older because I'm gonna jerk off after you die.
I thought we were dying together.
I would like to, but I feel
That's
like
messed up.
I would
That's
like to.
messed up.
But I'm just saying it as like if you died first, I'm gonna have
You think
mad
you're still going to
tissues
jerk
around.
off at like 80, man?
Dude, I'm not gonna find another woman. There's only
Yeah, but
one
you're
for
still going to
me.
jerk off at 80?
There's only one for me, and that's you.
Obviously, but like you're still going to like...
So if you died before me, best believe I'm jerking my shit off until I die. Literally, one morning I'm gonna wake up and I'll be like, I'm Miss Zovig. I'm gonna jerk off once, and then I'm gonna run out of I'm gonna like lose my breath, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, this is it. I'm coming, babe. Literally, I'm coming, and I'm coming. Like I'm coming, and I'm also coming to heaven.
Out.
So then the second time I'm gonna fucking jerk off again, and then my blood pressure is gonna go up, and I'm gonna be like, I'm coming, babe. It's happening now.
So you think I'm
And
going to
then
die
the
before
third
you?
jerk off, I'm dying, and then I'm gonna come to you, and then you're gonna be like, how'd you come here? And I'm gonna be like, I came. That was a closed mouth Voldemort laugh. Oh fuck! This is the
How
best.
many laps do I
podcast.
have?
You have like
Yeah,
4.
hold on.
You have 4.
4?
Yeah. You have your that one, and then you have I don't know. You have that like that open mouth one that you do.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
I love that one
I
though.
hate that one. My sister has mad laughs.
Which one? You have like fucking 87 sisters.
87. That's an odd number. I don't like
Your
it.
dad got busy.
Oh my god.
I love reminding you that your parents fuck and that like your grandparents fuck because you get so disgusted.
Dude, I don't want
You clearly didn't have an experience. I had an experience.
I never saw my parents kiss until they're like 50th
That's great. I saw my mom get
anniversary.
raw
My
dogged
50th
in a fucking New York apartment.
No.
My sister was definitely made on this
My mom's
night.
50th birthday, bro. My mom's 55. My mom's 50th birthday is the first
Dude,
time I
if
saw
you
my
ever had
parents
an
kiss.
experience watching your parents, or even worse, like in my position, I think I would have been okay if I saw like my mom and dad fucking, but I saw my mom fucking my sister's dad, who's not my dad, so it was a little weird. They made my sister, so it was okay, but it was still my mom fucking somebody.
How are you okay?
Dude, I have anxiety for mad different reasons, like my fucking shit that I
Like,
went
how
through.
did you react? Did you say stop
That's definitely
that?
part of it.
Or
No,
did you like
I just
watch, or did you walk away?
I'm not gonna lie, like I watched for a little bit and then I was like, nope,
You watched for a little bit. You watched your mom have sex.
dude. So I got out
You
of my
watched
room.
your mom have sex.
I woke up to like my mom moaning.
Jeez, that's so bad. That's so bad.
I woke up to my mom moaning.
Where
I
you're
walked
like,
my
where's
little
this
ass.
noise coming from?
Yes, I was like moaning. Myrtle is here. No. So I heard my mom moaning. I was like, what's happening? Is she okay? I thought she was like crying.
How
or
old
some
are
shit.
you?
Probably like 6.
Sheesh.
I walked out. No, so what's the math?
This is how
Now
you
I
know
was a
you're
little
scarred
older.
for life, because you were 6.
Now I
and you
wasn't
remember
6. My sister, I don't know, bro. I was like fucking 10, maybe 11. I don't know. No, maybe like 9 or 10. I walked out of my room. Point is, I was young as fuck. I walked out of my room. I walk like out of my room, make a right into the living room. The living room, when you look into the distance, there's like double doors like that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually like foreshadowing, because we have double doors here and Alexandria's room is right there. She could possibly walk in on us one day.
My biggest fear.
So, and also step parent. So I'm walking into the living room and I'm seeing they're not even married yet. So at the
biggest
time, it
fear.
was just my mom and her fucking man. And he's just like, I'm just seeing this dude attack her. Like in my mind as a kid, I don't know that it's like.
So you saw like stepfather ass instead of your mom's ass?
No, like I saw.
What did you see? What was the vision when you first saw? Yeah, I'm gonna make you relive it right now. You brought it up.
So I walk out into the living room and my mom is like just missionary, where her legs are up in there, just like wailing, like the fucking
Does she
flappy
listen to this
inflatable tube guy.
Does she know that you watched this?
You know the car at the dealerships.
It's like,
You know the dealerships, the fucking big inflatable
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Her legs were in the air like
No
this.
way. There's no. There's no way.
And then
James.
and then I just see this dude just
Yes,
and the bed's
stop.
just like fucking bugging.
Oh my god.
And I'm just examining everything. I'm like, what is happening?
Oh my god.
And
I'm sorry.
yep. And I go and I watched it for like a couple
I'm
seconds, and I
thankful.
was like, wow.
I'm so thankful. I
And I
know
walked
my
right back
sister
into
saw
my
me
room.
get made. Like she heard Tickle
Yeah,
Me
she told me
Elmo.
the fucking
Yeah,
story. That shit was
Tickle Me Elmo
hilarious.
went off, and 9 months later, like boom, here I am. Whatever, the best baby in the whole family. Whatever, you know. I'm great. I'm the tallest in the.
How do you
family.
actually feel about me thinking that, me finding your sister attractive, me having a crush on your sister?
Oh, we're going there now.
Yeah. Side note.
Side note, no, you have to give the backstory of you literally.
But it's okay, because I like the reason why I crush on your
Where did
oldest
this come
sister.
from?
Because you just mentioned her.
No, like where did your crush come from?
I broke this down to you, and that's why you're okay with it. I think.
Yeah, but you're bringing it up now, so for the people.
Oh, where did this come from? Like you're asking me so I could tell the people. So her
the
oldest
people.
sister
Be
has
the
a
people.
kid, and she's a mom, and her and Zovig obviously look alike. That's number one.
We don't.
You do
We don't.
in some ways.
We don't.
You look like a mixture of all of your sisters.
I don't.
But your oldest sister is a mom,
I'm the coolest one.
and I look at her and I'm like, she's hot physically. But also, I'm like, if this is what Zovig is going to be like when she's 35, I will gladly eat her ass until she's 35 and beyond. That's it. James, don't say that. We're on your podcast. You like it.
It's funny. Wait, no. Today, you were like, so today's my sister's birthday. Shout out the sloth.
Shout out to Slaw.
My oldest sister's birthday, and then James sends me a text when I'm at work today. Sorry, Jimmy's Diner podcast sends me a text when
You
I'm
don't
at
have
work
to.
today.
Why are you calling me Jimmy's Diner Podcast?
Because it's Jimmy's Diner's podcast.
Continue. Peasant.
People literally ask me, did you call him peasant? People ask me, do I call him James or Jimmy? And I'm like, I don't know.
So
All right, well, you literally texted me about my sister. You were like, oh, I noticed I haven't saved her contact, and I was having so much trouble saving it. You sent me a screenshot of the video, screen recording of the video you took of you trying to figure out the emoji to put next to her name. It was freaking great. That's the best thing I've ever heard you say about
what
my
emojis
sister.
did I have in it?
You had the freaking... You started off with the hard eyes one, then you switched it to the heart around the whole face one, and then you switched it to the queen, the crowd. That was great. And then I don't know what else you did. Oh, the baby mama one. She was like this.
Yes.
She's a mom. I was losing it, dude. And one of the maintenance guys was like, "What are you laughing at over there?" I was like, "You want to get it, buddy? You want to get it?"
Yeah, because if you just straight out told him like my boyfriend has a crush on my sister, he'd be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, what the fuck?
But it's because I like the crush is not like I would actually tap that. The crush is like I can't like I would tap you now. Like I tap you often now. But like when you turn 35 and you're like that, I would tap you still. Like even when you're like fucking 76, because people bang out at 76 like your grandparents.
James, when you first brought up my grandparents, man.
Dude, people legit fuck. I don't care what anybody says. They're not gonna talk about it.
But I literally never thought of them like that.
Okay.
All right, you're a grandma then. Just think of her.
That's fucked up. She has cancer.
All right, I'm sorry.
And she's single. They're both single, actually. They're both single.
Don't make me feel fucked up, man.
Yeah, my grandmother has cancer.
All right, I'm sorry, but I'm just saying
No,
you're
I'm
literally
not.
making me think of
No,
my
I'm
grandparents having
venting
sex.
right now. Stop. I'm not actually like feeling any way towards you right now. I just reminded myself that my grandmother has cancer.
Yeah, God bless her. I love that lady.
But she's strong as fuck. She's gonna get through it like she always does.
She said the sweetest thing yesterday. She said, I survived by all my grandparents, my grandkids. It's mad cute.
I love her. I'll fuck her up.
I'll fuck her up.
She's so cute.
They all sound alike. You guys all look alike. You all sound alike in a way.
Yeah, we all look like her. She's a legend. She is legendary. What the
I told
fuck?
her I'd shave my head for her.
I'll shave my head and you just keep yours.
Can you shave my head?
No.
Including my sideburns?
I love your hair. It's so exotic.
Well, since my baby left me.
You really do look like Elvis, though.
I do, so just give me a cut.
No.
Why?
Because
Why?
I don't want to.
Okay, Alexandria, why?
Listen, guys. I'm going to fucking take this opportunity to announce that on the November 25th edition of Jimmy's Diner, it is going to be the wildest podcast you've ever fucking heard and seen. It is going to be Jimmy's Diner presents the Friendsgiving special. I'm probably going to have another name for it because I always changed it up, but it's going to be a Friendsgiving special featuring my girl. Say it with the accent again.
Zovig Vajabedian.
Zovig, Ant, Reese, Mike Dunphy, Adam from Two Roads. He doesn't like me saying his last name because he's very private, because he's reckless. Fatty Mayonnaise, and my girl Alex, Miss Quinzel.
What a squad.
The night before, what a squad, right? It's like the Avengers of podcasts. It's all of my fucking most funniest, reckless guests you've ever seen all in one room. We're going to fucking drink. We might smoke. We might fucking have Alex show her OnlyFans content to the guys and have them and watch them react to it. We might have fucking Dunphy get so drunk like that one podcast where he got so fucked up that he slipped the N-word, and it was hilarious and it was fine because that happens. Stop taking everything so seriously in 2020.
Different people. This is great.
This shit's gonna be a fucking riot, and I cannot wait. And there might be a live stream on the Tuesday before. I don't know the specifics yet, but I will let you know next week, the week before. What?
Live stream. Is this
Live
going to be your like favorite? Is this your most guested podcast?
Yeah, there's gonna be fucking. We are talking about Alex, Adam, Ant, Dunphy, you, and Fatty. 7 people. Gina's fucking rules. 10 people. You can only have 10 people at Thanksgiving. Why don't you go suck a dick? And I've enjoyed what you've done through COVID, but honestly, this is annoying.
You love Gina.
I love Gina. I didn't mean it when I said suck a dick. Like, respectfully suck a dick. Respectfully. Yeah. But 10 people at Thanksgiving, bro, you're not going to tell me who I can and can't have in my house. Like, if these people want to bring fucking extra people, it is what it is, bro.
Choose your own.
What was your first impression of me?
When are we talking? Like when I first met you, when I first saw you?
What would you count your first impression? Let's start there. What would you count your first impression of me was?
All right. Well, you honestly didn't think that I would bring this up one time, but I brought this up. My friends asked me how we met, and I said Bumble, and you were like, "Wow, you said it." Yeah. So
this isn't an ad for Bumble. Fuck Bumble.
Yeah, fuck Bumble.
We actually hate Bumble, but we met on
We
Bumble.
actually hate dating apps. James was like into dating apps. I wasn't really into dating apps.
I wasn't. So you're saying I'm into dating apps because I saw more people than you. You saw like 2 people, including me.
Just one person than you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, including me. That's math.
You said 2. Gotcha. No, but I don't know. I saw you on Bumble. That was my first impression.
Yeah.
You were in your. That picture was nice. You look cute. You were in a little camo. I was like, oh, this guy smokes cigarettes. No, you don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, I had a douchebag like cigarette smoking picture on there.
Yeah, you did. It's fine. I had a cider drinking picture on there. Somehow you remembered me, man. Your first impression. First impression meeting you, I saw that picture. That's how I knew you. And then you hit me up. And I was like, oh, you're that kid. And then, sorry, I kind of dubbed you for a little bit.
It's all good. You don't got to make it sound like you completely like friend zoned me.
I didn't, though. I still thought you were funny.
Okay.
Funny guy. We connected, and then when I first met you, you were late to our date.
Yeah.
Somehow I got out of work later.
Yeah. How
than
was
you.
the physical first impression?
Physical first impression? I don't know. I feel like we kicked it off pretty well. We had like very similar humor.
Yeah. I feel like you didn't like my R. Kelly jokes though.
You made mad R. Kelly comments that night, but I feel like that's what started it all. You like sent me.
So you tell me you got turned on by that? You said it already, but I want you to admit it to the world.
James, I never told you I had turned on by your R. Kelly.
You said
lines.
that's what did it. That's what you said.
Yep, that's what it is, man.
My fucking stupid ass humor.
Yeah, dude, you literally would not stop singing like ever since then.
Yeah, but it
still
started
sing
off
all
with like
parts.
the teenage video, which is not funny.
No, before we actually met, you would send me like your little invisible ink of R. Kelly constantly.
Because I joked around about
like,
you
this
being
guy's funny.
young because you were 24 and I was 26.
Not that young, but
2 years younger.
when you say teenage,
How
how
old
are
we
we talking?
That video's terrible. But it's funny in a way that R. Kelly, it's not funny to the victims, but it's funny that R. Kelly's that sick.
I know when I first met you, like I said, like you were funny, you were late, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're mad cute. Like I said, when you mentioned that you used to work and you advocated for one of your patients, I was like, wow, you actually, I saw like a humble side of you of like how you view other people too. And just, I feel like I saw a lot of sides of you that night, like your funny side, your serious side, your I'm going to be late because I take forever getting ready side.
Oh, yeah. You found out ASAP.
You literally said, I'm in the shower, I'm getting gas.
That's like the one thing?
Bro, you were dead on your couch, not ready
Would you
yet.
say that's the one thing that like you know how like there's a bad thing about somebody and then you complain about it and the other person's like, well, you know what you signed up for? That's like that thing.
You try to blame it on Alexandria sometime, and it's honestly you.
What are you talking about now?
The lateness?
When have I ever blamed it on
It's
Alexandria
you,
and it was
bro.
me?
You say, I have a toddler, I'm late always to everything. No?
When I have her, when I'm late, it is her fault.
Yeah, 100%. She
When
adds
I
more
don't
time.
have her-
When you don't have her, you still take mad
Yeah,
time.
it is what it is. Then
It's
I
never
take
me.
it on the chin.
It's never me. You take it on the chin because your
Yeah.
beard, you got to comb it out. Is that what you mean?
Get the fuck out of here.
You-
I take my fucking L, dude.
Okay. I've
I
never heard that.
take-
Take it on the chin. Wait.
Yeah.
Like-
Take it on the chin.
No,
No,
I've
you're
ne-
thinking of a fucking dick.
No.
One thing
Yo,
I hate.
I've never heard that. I've never heard.
One thing I hate when I'm brushing my teeth in the morning.
James. don't-
Yo, this fucking girl. This is the corniest shit.
No.
It's so corny. It's not funny, and it
It's
just
mad
pisses me
funny.
off. It doesn't
You
piss
just
me
get
off,
mad.
but
If
I'm
it
just
was
like, what the
somebody
fuck?
else, you would have laughed.
What are you talking about?
If I made that joke to somebody else, you would have
Yeah,
laughed.
but that's funny to somebody else, but not to me. I don't suck dick.
All right, you can't just hop to that and not say what I say. Well,
So I
what you
brush
do
my teeth in the
when I
morning,
say
and then
that.
when I brush my tongue, I brush it real good. I get in the back.
Real
because
good, bro.
I brush my tongue real good. I get in the back because that's where the bad breath comes from. If you fucking look it up, it'll tell you. I get real back there, and I have a gag reflex because I don't suck dick. But in comes Zolvig into the bathroom, and she's like, "Oh, suck that dick," with her manly ass voice in the morning. I'm literally brushing my teeth, just trying to fucking get the bad breath out of the back of my tongue. I have a gag reflex because I don't suck dick, and she comes through, "Suck that dick."
But ever since you asked me to not do that,
No, you still do
I
it.
still just
And
slap in the
honestly,
corner.
I would rather you do it now because
Than
now
laugh in
you
the
just
corner?
come through in the bathroom and you're like, I'd rather you just say it because you look like you're itching, so like you're fucking
Woo!
like you want to bust out of your skin and you want to say it.
James, it's mad funny though, because you'll make direct eye contact with me too, and you're like,
Wow, don't do that again. That looks like a Pornhub video. It probably looks like a Pornhub video when I'm brushing my teeth, but it is what it
"That's what I'm
is.
saying." That's what I'm saying.
Microphone's right there.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so insulting, dude.
All right, but I stopped, and now I'm just like the silent laugher in the corner, and you're just like, "Go fuck yourself," podcast.
Oh my God. So Alex asked us when she found out we were doing this podcast together, she asked us to go off on like our sex life because we're very like with each other, right?
What sex?
I know, I don't know what it is. What is it? What is sex?
I don't know.
Is it
mate.
what my mom was doing with that fucking guy that ended up helping her make my sister that one time? I don't know. But she asked us to do that, and I'm just sitting here like, you know what? Because I'm very like corny and soft and deep, I thought, why not? Like, why do like going off on our sex life is easy, right? Because we have such amazing sex. So we should talk about how sexy other things in our relationship are, like how healthy it is, because people need to hear that. I think
What was that
realistically,
post?
we'll post.
What was that
the shit
post
that
we
I
both
sent
saw?
you
Yeah.
today. That I
What
was
did
like
that say?
podcast vibes. Normalize menti.
Man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Welcome. This is what happens. You hear it, but like
Wait,
now you
honestly,
see it
I'm
firsthand.
so happy.
Why?
I'm not behind the double doors this time.
The double doors. She says. It said. Fuck.
Also, first impressions, like listening to your podcast, because you brought me onto Choker Girl and everything else, and you were just like, after Choker Girl comments, like just your podcast in general.
I love
Obviously,
how Colleen was like, Choker Girl was so degrading, and I was like, bro, it's so funny though.
it was funny.
It wasn't degrading. It was just like
Nah,
my
that
shout out
was
to
your
you.
podcast was first impressions too, because just like your deep voice, your comedy, your seriousness, all the above. I don't know. I feel like every Wednesday I looked forward to it. So,
Wow.
and that's also another reason why I never want to come out on your podcast.
I love you.
I love you too. I want to listen to it when I drive to work on Wednesdays, before my COVID test.
You're so good.
XOXO Gossip Girl. Continue to your post.
So normalize being turned on by someone who supports you emotionally, values loyalty, and holds themselves accountable when necessary. It's sexy as hell. I said podcast vibes tonight. She goes, I love it. Bro, what are some sexy ass, like, not sexual things in our relationship? Like, what about me or us do you find sexy as fuck that is like not sexual? Because I can name a few.
I can name a few too, but
Well, let's tell the people. Like, let's let the people in on what is the quote unquote secret behind a healthy relationship. Because let's face it, people literally, I feel like social media and like meme culture on social media makes it that toxic ass relationships are like sexy and like just like the oh my god, like it's just it's all this fucked up shit, like oh like even like violence and like cheating and like fucking I see posts about like going through each other's phones and stuff, which when you have nothing to hide and your phone's just out, like little shit like that, yeah, that's cool. But like I see posts about people like checking each other's phones like fucking all the time or like fucking just anytime or just like I feel like toxic relationships through memes and through meme culture on social media is like the quote unquote sexy relationship. And I, like you, very much feel like this healthy relationship that I have no idea I would have never saw coming in my life is the sexy relationship.
Yeah.
Look at your face right now.
What?
I think. Yeah. I know.
I think it's just like I don't know, like just I feel like both have been through trauma in our past with relationships.
Yes.
And I feel like we just know what we want in life regarding like how we want people to treat us. So I feel like we don't look for bullshit in people, and like when we're with each other, we've just like been honest from the jump. And like I guess I don't know, like I told you, like I love that we still promise and we swear shit to each other no matter how like childish it may seem that I make a pinky promise, but like
it's reassurance.
It's so much reassurance and it's so
people
much
have a problem
communication. Like it's
what we both know from and what people listening know, I'm sure, because if we both know that, I'm sure so many people could relate. It's such a turn off when someone is like making you feel extra, making you feel like it's too much to get reassurance when it literally it takes 2 seconds. It takes nothing out of your day to give somebody that reassurance. And at the end of the day, it doesn't make someone feel good when you're like, oh nope, fuck you, like why do I have to tell you this, or why do I have to reassure you that?
And like with both of us being the people that we are, that like we both get in our heads, I feel like our reassurance like is definitely like, as you would quote, sexy in our relationship.
And the honesty. I will say that so here's the thing about me, which I feel like you also have in common. I feel like you can answer this if it's true or not about you or not as well. But the thing about me is with anybody, not just relationships. The thing with me, as hard as it is, no matter how much people have fucked me over in the past, I have a very, I like to say, I say bad habit, but I still in my head, I think good habit of, I'm not a trust no one kind of guy, or trust no bitch, or trust no one kind of guy. I'm a big, like, naturally, as much as in my head, I'm like there's been plenty times in my head where, especially like when we met, where I'm like, I don't want to fucking trust people. Like I don't want to trust people.
Yeah.
But naturally, I'm a big, when you meet me, when I meet you for the first time, you have my trust. Like I trust you. I'm putting my trust in you when I meet. Yeah.
First time.
I know where you're coming from, because in my head and even like, I guess me fighting myself, I might have given off that vibe, and I may give off that vibe because I'm fighting myself, and I'm like, I don't want to, you can't fucking trust that easily. But naturally, what I subconsciously want to do is trust. I want to trust not just anybody. I mean, like somebody like you who I'm meeting, who I'm like getting into, who whether it's you or even a friend or a coworker or whatever, I put my trust in you. I naturally like to put my trust in people. You have my trust from day one. The minute you fuck that trust up, it's gone. You're done. You fucked it up. That's how it is for me. After that, like,
I feel like it takes me a couple of tries to give someone the trust. I feel like I don't give it right off the bat. Like,
I don't think saying that, I don't think I fully give it, but I'm saying, like, I'm not sitting there. There's a lot of people who are like, I'm not letting anyone in. Fuck this, blah, 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 blah. Like, I naturally, subconsciously, I think that I just do like giving trust, and it's easy for me to give trust, but it's also easy for me to be like you could do one little thing and I'm like, I don't, that's it. You fucked up.
Yeah.
You fucked up the trust. Like,
No,
now I don't trust you.
I agree.
So the first sexiest thing that you did for me that made me trust you easy was the fact that there was so many things, without getting into detail, that you didn't have to be honest about, that you were 100% honest about. Yeah. Whether it was past trauma, current situations, family stuff, like, there was so many things that right off the bat you told me that I didn't fucking need to know. Yep. And in the quote unquote talking stage in relationships, I feel like people hold themselves back because they don't want to trust easy. And you can say what you want, but I feel like for you to give that much honesty that quick, you had to have trusted easily.
Yeah. I feel like I told you after the first time we met, like, there was something about you that I felt I could be completely honest with you about everything, honestly. Yeah. So, like, the second time we hung out, like, my skeletons came out. Yep. They were out of the closet. Mm-hmm. And after that, like, I don't know, like I said, like, the honesty in our relationship is, like, what I value, honestly, the most. Honestly.
Honesty from day one, I want to say, was the number one sexy thing in this relationship. The fact that we reassure each other.
That's my fave.
That's like one of my biggest things. Especially, I feel like we relate on that because we're very in our heads. Everyone in the world has trauma. Every single person in the world has trauma. Every single person in the world is going to be mentally fucked up from that trauma. Every single person in the world is going to find it hard to trust, whether you do it like I do or you don't want to do it from the jump like I do. You're going to find trouble trusting. You want somebody. The sexy thing is having somebody. That's part of the whole the whole mental and emotional support thing. Having somebody who's like, I want to reassure you. That's mental and emotional support. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's another big, sexy, non-sexual thing in our relationship. Are you good?
Yeah, I have to pee.
Go ahead. I'll do like an ad or something. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm good?
Yeah, you're good.
It's a great topic, though.
We'll come back to it. She just got up in the middle of the podcast. Where we at? All right, guys. I have nothing written down for the Soulita ad because I'm fake as fuck. The Jimmy's Diner long sleeve. We are absolutely down to a couple XLs, I think. We are down to fake drum roll. We have 2 smalls in stock and 5 XLs in stock. We are sold out of everything else. First of all, thank you to those who supported because some of it went to a great cause. If anyone still wants some, you know the deal. Local pickups. I'll do shipping, whatever you want to do. Hit the link in my bio and cop them shits, bro. They're fucking sexy. They're cozy. They are a cream. I fucking dropped it off to somebody the other day and they literally were like, this is milky as fuck. I said, you know what, bro? That is the most accurate fucking description of these long sleeves. And I couldn't be happier. My girl just flushed the toilet, so that means she is very, very ready to podcast again. Is she coming back? I should play some music for her to come back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
You know what would be dope?
What?
If you told me I look like freaking Hagrid from Harry Potter.
You always look like Hagrid.
My hair's all over the place.
Your hair is all over the place.
Honestly, mate.
So,
But no, sexy relationship things that aren't so sexy.
that aren't like sexual. What else can you throw in there? Honesty,
Honesty, reassurance.
trust,
I trust you, mate.
us, trust. That Big Sean and what is it, Justin Bieber?
Wow.
Big Sean and Justin Bieber, isn't it?
You know it.
They're both so corny but so good. I never understood it. What else can you throw in there?
Honestly, like we connect in like different ways, like are just like random movie references or like random
Obviously, funny stuff is-
Seven laughs.
Have a laugh with your partner. Be adventurous. Be adventurous.
Adventure.
Adventurous. Not even just fucking, uh-oh, wait a minute. What's going on over here? Are you lighting a candle? Oh, why are you lighting a candle? Because you're horny as fuck.
No, it's just because it's.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
It's also I've had a stressful day.
What is this? What is in this? To tell them.
Very stressful day, so I figured.
Someone from the living room?
You said no. So you said adventurous.
What's
so
the
I
one
said
that's in the living room?
the freaking sparkling icicles?
Oh my god.
The cologne one. This is the one white eucalyptus and sage. Super stressful. Wanna light a candle?
Super stressful this candle is.
No, super stressful day. This just smells like heaven.
Oh my god.
Takes all your. Isn't your stress gone?
Shove it up my ass.
Isn't your, that would burn.
I would fucking absolutely.
That would burn, mate.
I would hate catching COVID because I love smelling candles and you lose your taste and smell.
Dude, my friend got COVID. And she literally just the other day got her taste back. And she was like, I taste the cheddar cheese.
I
So
love cheddar
excited.
cheese.
I know there's actually blocks in the fridge.
Wow. Can I eat it off you?
You're going to eat cheese off me?
Yeah.
Is that sexual?
Yes.
Cheese?
Okay, what about chocolate syrup?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Cheese?
Yeah.
James, cheese?
Yes.
What am I, a rat?
What about like cheese whiz? It's like
The freaking the
that
whipped
shit
cream
tastes
that
so
comes
bad.
out.
It's actually really bad cheese.
The
whiz.
shit that just it looks like whipped cream, but it's cheese.
I feel like there's so many other deep things.
Have you ever seen She's the Man?
She's the Man with
She's
Amanda
the Man.
Bynes?
Yeah, when she goes, my favorite's Gouda.
Amanda Bynes, I've never been a fan of hers.
She's a psycho.
I'm not gonna lie.
All right, what were we gonna say?
What else are we leaving out for healthy relationships for the people, for the single people on the podcast?
I don't know. I just feel like it's like a lot of teamwork, a lot of
Yes.
splitting.
Wow, yes.
Whatever we're doing. Like, well, I don't know if
Especially when you live with your partner.
Yeah. I feel like I clean and then you're like, what can I do? And I'm like,
Or
I
sometimes
came home
don't
today,
even
the bed
fucking
was made.
ask.
The bed was made. I was so excited. I was so excited.
I feel that way
that's
too.
That's the thing you give me?
What?
That's what you give me?
That's why you're getting the whole podcast because you're wearing a Yankee shirt. Wow, the shoulder
Take
shake.
that out.
No, I'm not taking it out. Yeah, bro. Nobody likes dating a bum either. You gotta fucking not just like teamwork, whether you live together and you have fucking the house or the apartment together, or just in general teamwork. Like that also goes for like mental and emotional stuff too.
Honestly,
you can't just like it can't be one sided.
like the workload we split up too. Like I'll do the dishes, you do the laundry. I don't mind either. However, the split is great. I love it.
I love it. But also, emotionally and mentally too, it can't be one way.
No way.
You can't like be there for. You can't have somebody be there for you nonstop, and then not be there for them when they need it.
I don't feel like we're like that at all.
Yeah.
Not just tooting our own horn. Toot, toot. I don't know what that green one was.
That was a Pop Smoke one. You've been waiting for that
I-
all the time.
I got it, mate.
Here we go with the fucking British accent that you think you know how to do. That you think you know how
Happy Christmas,
to do.
Ron.
All right. That's it.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Hermione never gets a fucking happy Christmas. Ever notice that one?
Yeah, Hermione, she's the GOAT though.
She's awesome.
So
yeah, teamwork, honesty, reassurance, trust.
I feel like this is a school project right now, this podcast. What makes a healthy relationship? I want a paper due by 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh my god, shut up. We both cook. That's awesome.
Yeah, I
That's
love it.
fun.
You ever notice
I like
that
our
I like doing
adventures with
breakfast?
cooking. Huh?
You ever notice that I like doing breakfast?
You love breakfast. I love like cooking dinner though.
Yeah.
Like I love me a good rice.
Like it's funny because like I'm like the Brock Lesnar of you. I'll break down this reference for you, but I'm like the Brock Lesnar of cooking dinner. Like it has to be like a special event for me to show up. Or Undertaker, you'll get that reference.
You make great breakfast.
I do, but what about dinner though?
Dinner, I've only seen you make the burgers with the egg in them.
And the mac and cheese.
Well, that's the same.
You
day,
helped
bro.
me with that. That was an assist.
Yeah. Assist.
But they were both bomb. You literally took a bomb in that a bomb
in that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck.
You took a bomb in that bomb.
You took a bite of that bomb ass burger and you literally made a face that I literally could never
I
forget.
am going to marry you. You're chefing it up for the rest of my life.
I'm down.
Yep.
For both, to marry you and to shove it up for the rest of your life.
Let's get it.
So
promise?
that's a promise. Here.
Reassurance.
Right here. Reassurance. Oh my god. We're so gay.
My arm is burning.
Good. You know why it's burning? Because we're
Wait, what did Ron say? He was like, the flame was burning.
He said
and it was your voice, Hermione.
That's how he sounded?
In the part one?
Yeah, that's how he sounded.
Yo, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking goddamn.
We have to finish Sopranos, honestly. All right, that's totally off the podcast.
Honestly.
Here we go, busting my balls again. That was first impressions, busting my balls, and me being
You
able to bust
loved
yours.
that, dude. You loved it. You loved it.
Loved it. Love that I can still do it, man.
So, what was I just saying?
Reassurance.
The fucking cooking thing. Oh, yeah, reassurance
Oh,
important.
cooking.
See that little promise right there? Because we're marrying each other.
But I like that finger better.
Because I have the fucking infinity symbol on this pinky. Because I'm soft. Listen. So, I feel like I'm like the Undertaker or Brock Lesnar of cooking dinner. Like, it has to be a special occasion. So, like, in 2 weeks when it's Thanksgiving, you'll see me cook dinner. And then you won't see me cook dinner till, like, I don't know when.
Christmas?
Yeah. But like, I love doing breakfast so much, though.
Take it away, boss.
I'll kill you and everything, honestly. Thanksgiving, watch when I make this bomb-ass bed, Neely, you're not going to know what hit you.
Except for the dishes. I'll beat you in dishes every time.
Yeah, because I hate dishes. That's
Yeah,
the one thing that I
time-wise,
literally...
though, you told me once that it
if
takes you
there's
like
one
an
house
hour
chore,
to do dishes.
if there's one house chore...
An hour, James?
Let me be real, though. Let's be 100% real right now. If there's one house chore or thing that, like, you know, that we do together, if there's one thing that you hate doing or, like, dislike doing, what is it? There's got to be one.
Literally not one.
Come on. Seriously.
I like cleaning. Is that weird?
No, I like cleaning too, and I like it. Like, I like doing dishes. I hate how long I take at doing them, and it's just like, oh, there's food all over my fingers, and I feel like I have alien fingers.
No, like I don't like when there's dishes in the sink.
I love that about you because you know how many times I've fucking been home in previous relationships, and I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? Until I do them.
And honestly, shout out to you to being like, yo, is something wrong with you when I've like left dishes in there for like 2 days?
I know. I literally check on you the other day. Well,
See,
what happened the other day?
sexy things in a relationship right there. Checking in on me.
Wow.
Checking in on each other. I
Can
love it.
Eat you out right now. Can we stop this
James,
right
we're
here?
on the podcast.
Who cares? I mean, like, off the air. I'm not gonna fucking. This isn't OnlyFans.
Someone referenced it as fans only the other day at work, and I was like, how old are you?
Too old to have an OnlyFans. I bet you that dude pays for OnlyFans.
Clearly, mate.
So, what was it? Oh, the dishes were there for like a maximum of 2 days because that's like the farthest I've seen them in the sink in this house because she's psychotic. And I texted you.
Not psychotic.
I texted you on the second day, and I was like,
By the way.
by the way, like, it's fine. If you need me to do them, I'll do them. Like, just, I'm not criticizing you, whatever. But is everything okay? Are you going through something? Are you fine? Like, are you sad? Do you need me here?
Yo, that
mean?
literally tells you I'm fucking psychotic if you ask me after 2 days if something's wrong because I didn't do
And you literally like, nope, work's just been fucking crazy, but I got you. Like, don't worry, whatever. And like, I just wanted to check in because you're very like, things can't sit.
I love it. I love it.
And I love it.
Check
that
in
you
forever,
are the way
man.
you are.
Check in forever.
Why are you the way that you are?
With the dishes?
No, you're just so good at everything.
Oh, thanks.
Except for like not having hair in your body.
James, I cannot control.
That's like the one flaw that you have.
Yo! What?
And you talk too much. Shout out to
All right,
Talene.
Yo, that's okay, Voldemort.
Yo, I'm
That's
dead.
not funny.
That was the funniest fight I've ever seen in
Lois,
my
I
life.
warned you. I warned you. All right, me and my best friend get in literally the stupidest of fights.
Yeah, I witnessed it, and it was hilarious.
And I told James before we went on the DC trip, I said,
I'm fake.
Look,
I'm a fake man because I grabbed the popcorn. I'm not fake. I did defend you a little bit, but I also grabbed the popcorn.
James, you sat there, bro. You sat there. You're
I
like,
defended you. She was drunk. I said
the
one thing.
second time.
Me and Sabino were like, yo, dude.
You didn't say
chill
anything
out.
till Sabina said something.
No, I fucking didn't. That's a lie.
Your mouth was
I'm
open.
the fucking big
The
dog
flies
in the
were
house.
going
I
in.
was the big dog in the house, so I
Were
definitely
you?
said something.
Oh, were you?
Where are you?
Oh, yeah. You hate it.
Cringe. That's another flaw right there. Hair on your body and you talk too much. I'm kidding about the talk too much.
James, you're
I'm
not
kidding
funny.
about the
You're
talk
not
too much.
funny.
That part I'm kidding about. The other stuff I am. I'm
You
not.
funny, daddy? Who am I?
You calling me daddy?
No. No. No.
You witnessed this. She called me dad. Daddy.
I'm on the podcast.
Faja.
I'm Austin
Faja,
Powers
Faja.
Faja.
Wow.
Wow, seriously. Nah, but honestly, you didn't defend me.
I did. But I also grabbed the popcorn. Is it okay to do that? Yes.
No, you can't do both, brother.
Yes, I can. I can grab the popcorn and be like, ooh, this is getting spicy, and see how you handle it. And then you didn't handle it, so I came to the rescue.
What do you mean I did not handle
Didn't
it?
you were just kind of like, okay, Talene. And then I was like, Talene, you're a bully.
Tallene's not a bully. That's my girl. Don't talk about her
She's
like
tall, first of all. Second
The
of all,
tallest
you
of
know she
dills.
bullied you a little bit.
that. She broke my toe once.
Bully shit.
Yeah, bully shit. But I love that bitch. Don't call her bully.
She's a little bit of a bully. She's tall. She thinks she runs shit. It's fine.
What do you think? I'm short.
Yeah, you are.
I'm the tallest in my family.
That doesn't say much.
5'1".
Okay. So you guys know what makes or breaks a fucking healthy relationship. And you guys know that being toxic is not the wave. It isn't. There's so many people out there still. I feel like Twitter was loaded with that shit. I deactivated it. I'm thinking about coming back for the fucking, obviously, what I'm doing to promote it more and everything. But there's so much like, it's meme culture and it's funny, but a lot of you, I feel like, just get sucked into that way of living that like a toxic relationship is like where it's
not
at.
fun.
And it's not.
It's not fun.
It's not. I feel like definitely at one point, I don't know if you can agree. If you don't, I won't judge. But at one point in all of our lives, we all think that a toxic relationship is like where it's at, or just
yeah, like
okay.
this is it.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, no. Don't settle. Don't settle, bro.
Have all of the things we named and be adventurous as fuck. Like adventurous. Like light a candle, get it on and popping. Sometimes wherever. Like in DC, where we were at that party. And we just were like, I looked at you. What happened that night?
I don't know.
You don't want to talk about it? I don't know. He's getting so fucking awkward right now. Dude, we were at this party in DC. Do you not want me to say it?
I mean,
I don't have to.
You already started.
No, I don't have to finish it. I could just be like, yo, we were at this party, and then that's it. That's my podcast. I do whatever I say, whatever I want. We were at this party in DC, bro. You got to be adventurous. We were in fucking not in DC. In DC, where was it? It was in this
Yeah, it
nice
was in
part of.
DC.
Was it in DC? Yeah. It was this party over there, like at this fucking this apartment building. They like rented this like rooftop rooftop thing, and I was just loving life. I was like, bro, I'm in a whole other state with this girl that made me comfortable enough to get on a plane with her because my anxiety's through the roof. I don't want to get on a plane with just anybody. That's my thing. Like my anxiety is.
I said like mad prayers that plane ride. I hope you know.
I love you.
Both times.
I love.
I think honestly, you made me say a prayer out loud on the way back, and I was like, I don't know how.
Also sexy. I wanted to fuck you on that plane.
Really?
Yes.
I felt super awkward saying it out loud.
No, that
I've
was
never
great.
said a prayer out loud like that before. Like I always pray in my head. I pray in and I even told you that too. I was like, I'm praying in Armenian. You were like, can you pray in English? And I was like, I feel
that
this is gonna sound dumb.
Amazing.
Oh, I love you.
I love you. It made me feel so safe. I have bad anxiety. For those of you who don't know, if you've been listening to this podcast, you know I have very bad chronic fucking anxiety and panic disorder. And I can't just get on a plane with anybody because one of the things that gives me anxiety is knowing that people know I'm bugging out. And I have to be very comfortable with you to know, like, to get on a plane with you. And, like, I had a very short list of people. What?
I'm just laughing at the fact that you definitely had shit on your asshole on the way to DC.
Yeah, you heard the last podcast.
And I didn't know that until I heard the podcast. That's why I love listening to the podcast the day after. I don't like being in the room.
No, I didn't. I don't think
because I had no fucking idea.
I didn't physically have shit. Like
great.
when I took my pants off, I didn't have.
You had shit.
When I took my pants off, I didn't have shit on my underwear, but I'm like almost positive I had like shit smeared like deep in like my ass crack because I didn't like, bro. I was in the airport. If you didn't hear the last podcast, I was in the airport and I was fucking like right before we're about to board, I decided to go take a shit. And I should have known better because anytime I shit, I have to wipe like fucking 88 times, bro. And literally on the 88th time, I was like, bro, I cannot fucking wipe anymore. This is it. I give up.
Dude, you have anxiety about fucking getting on a plane. I have anxiety in the airport. So you being in the bathroom shitting, I was like...
Yeah, and then you texted me and I was like, yeah, I definitely got to stop wiping now. So shit's just going to be in my ass. So where I was getting at is before Zovig, I had a very short list of people. They're still short because Zovig is just one more person on there, but it's another very special person. And, yeah. And before her, it was like dad, aunt, grandma, brother, maybe, and Zovig now. So people that I would like feel comfortable. Yeah.
Let's get it.
People that I would feel comfortable going on a plane with. I love my mother, but she's just not it for calling me on a plane, honestly. My stepmom would probably be before her. Honestly. So Zovig is on there. Yeah, she did a good job. The plane ride back. She did a good job. She did a great job. The plane ride back. Don't fucking get cocky, bro. The plane ride back, I fucking literally was bugging out, and she definitely kept me like level headed. So, in DC though, I was in a whole other state, and I was like, I realized. I think it was the day we got there. We went to a party the day we got there because we're weekend warriors, and we literally. Fucking like, we looked at each other, and I think we both realized at this party we're on this loft on this rooftop, and we just look at each other. We stare each other down. Tell me I'm wrong. We stare each other down, and we literally like in this crowd full of people, we just have this like trance, and we're like, bro, we realize that we're in a whole other state with each other, just comfortably safe and sexy. And we need to find the nearest room or bathroom or whatever it is that we can go to so we can make love to each other. So we left the fucking party room and we literally like searched the entire floor for the most important.
Super adventurous, but super gross at the same time.
Why?
It wasn't gross. That bathroom wasn't gross.
Nah, it was mad clean. And we laid papers down. Let's be like, if we're being open about this right now, let's be open about it and say we laid paper towel down.
Yes, we did. However, like, how many people use that bathroom before we went in that bathroom?
And I think people
Hashtag we're in a pandemic, James.
Okay, but we laid paper down though.
Yeah, you think paper's gonna stop COVID?
Okay, but how funny was it before that? Cringe. Before that, before we went into the bathroom, we literally like searched through the hallways for any other place. We considered outside.
Honestly, but it was too cold.
But if it was warm, we would have done it outside. That's adventurous right there. Like, I wouldn't do that with anyone else. I don't know if you would, but like, I don't know. I just felt like maybe it was a tequila a little bit. I don't know what you were drinking.
Tequila or you want a shot? Freaking dark liquor.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that dude gave me. I don't know. We did it in the bathroom though.
Was that Jack Daniels?
Huh?
Was that Jack Daniels?
I don't know what it was. It was terrible. I don't even want to think about it. Anything dark, I'm just like, ugh. But we laid some paper towel down on this fucking sink and we got it on. And it was amazing. And it was adventurous. And you got to keep each other on their toes. You got to keep each other on your toes too, aside from all that healthy, mushy, gushy shit. You got to make sure the sex life and everything else, not just the sex life, the relationship in general is adventurous.
I agree.
I agree with you agreeing.
I agree with you, agree with I agree.
And we even be adventurous in the crib. We just get home sometimes. We don't wait till we get to the bedroom. We're just in the mirror and we're like, wow, we're cute as fuck. And we'll just do it right there. I love it. I love it here.
I love it here. I love it.
All right. That's enough dirty talk because there's sometimes people that I don't expect to listen to this podcast end up listening. And
you want to light a candle?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Your sister's gonna love that podcast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget on the week of Thanksgiving, specifically on November 25th on a Wednesday, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and possibly the Tuesday before the live stream, there will be a Jimmy's Diner Friendsgiving episode. It's gonna be fucking ridiculous. Make sure you tune in. Next week should be good. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's going to be the podcast before, and you just listen to all this shit, so it's fine. Just fucking tune in.
I love it.
Baby, I love you. Thank you for being on this podcast.
I love you too. Thanks for having me.
I think this is going to run numbers.
Is it?
And if it does, we'll do more things together. And if it doesn't, we'll still do more things together because this is a healthy, adventurous relationship.
I love it.
All right.
That
was pop. Yeah.
I got 2 pops in a podcast.
Come on.
So
All right.
pick me up.
This has been Jimmy's Diner. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
And I'll catch you guys next week.
Gracias.
My name is Jimmy.